We have made it to the Treasury. It is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's been an incredible hike to get here, and we're going to show you what it looks like.
Shukran.
Shukran. I thought that was going to happen at some point.
It's going to fly again, by the way.
Yeah, take it off.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, we're Hannah and Jonny. For the past 3 years, we've been exploring in our self-built camper van. After loving life on the road, we realised it was time to find a place that feels like home, a perfect base for our adventures. With new adventures on the horizon, we're excited to see where this next chapter takes us. Join us each week as we continue to find new adventures. Good morning and welcome to another episode of our Jordan adventure. Today we are up fairly early. We've just been staying at the Ammarin Bedouin Camp and it's very quiet. We had another group that have been doing one of the trails here and they've left, so now it's very quiet. We've just had the showers. They've got like a communal shower area here and the showers were very good. Nice and cold because it's been getting quite hot already. We also saw a massive hornet this morning, about this big. I managed to dodge it, and we're just here, just about to have some breakfast. And today we're going to be heading to Petra, which is very exciting. And yeah, I don't know what to expect because obviously I've never been there, but I'm sure it's going to be a great day. There's going to be a lot of walking involved, but it's definitely going to be worth it.
So this morning we're going to be taking this Jeep behind us to drive us 6 kilometres towards Petra, as we're going to be hiking the back route today. So typically when you come to visit Petra, you're going through the main canyon, which is a 20 to 30 minute walk, and that's when you enter through the Treasury area, and you'll see the Treasury right in front of you. But we're going to be hiking up the steps at the back way, so we're going to be doing the less touristy route, which is going to be a bit more of an adventure. But it's going to be a hot day today, so we're bracing ourselves. We've got lots of water packed and we're carrying as little as possible.
So we've just been driving in the Jeep from Little Petra, about 6 kilometres down a very bumpy track, but the views are incredible. We're now just walking to the monastery, which is I think about 8 kilometre walk.
The whole thing's about 8 kilometres.
Oh, the whole thing is about 8 kilometres. So yeah, we've kind of like cut a little section getting on the Jeep, and now we're going to walk for a little bit.
We've been hiking for about 45 minutes, lots of stairs, a nice breeze though, so it's cooling us down a little bit, and we've just come across our first view of the monastery. It's just poking out from the rocks there. It looks absolutely incredible, and we're going to carry on now to get an even better view of it.
So we have just made it to the monastery, and it's just behind me here. We've just walked along the back trail to the monastery, whereas most people will go from the visitor centre and they'll walk their way up to the monastery and kind of finish here. So we're kind of doing it like the other way around, but it's really nice. It's been very quiet along the trail, and the views were amazing. Just coming up through this track here and seeing it now, it's very beautiful.
It's absolutely incredible being here at the monastery. Most people head to the Treasury and kind of skip the monastery because it's quite a long walk to get to the Treasury now, but it's amazing. I've seen hundreds of photos of this place, and it's absolutely incredible being here. I think the whole site is one of the 7 wonders of the world, but maybe just the Treasury, but it's still fantastic to come here. If you're visiting Petra, it's definitely worth the walk to come and see this part of the site as well.
So we just quickly stopped at the cafe and we had an orange juice, and I think it's one of the best cafes with the best views. It's very nice, so you can just come and sit here. It's quite quiet at the moment, so we had a chance to get some lovely pictures, and now we're going to carry on to the Treasury, I think.
Okay, so we're now leaving the monastery, and we have about 1,000 steps to get down into the Petra city, I believe they call it, and then after that we'll be heading to the Treasury, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world, which we're very excited about. And the weather at the moment is hot, but there's a nice breeze coming through, so it's pretty good. It's nice for walking in, and it's just so cool to finally be here. We are just walking down central Petra now. This is the widest bit we've come to. We've come down 1,000 steps, and we're into the city part where there was the Nabatean civilization, or Nabatean settlement was, and also the Romans came here as well. So the Romans built temples here, they built roads here, and it's much bigger than I ever expected, and we're working our way down to the Treasury now.
So the building's behind me, and you can actually see that they're a lot more exposed to the elements. They're actually facing the sun, so the detail of the buildings are a lot more worn away, and they're more exposed to like wind, rain, but you can still see some of the details, and it's quite similar to the monastery where we started at the beginning. It's very kind of similar details and kind of shapes to the tombs. So one thing that has been amazing is there's actually so many tombs and like caves just as you're walking along. Just everywhere you look and you see there's like just so much stuff to look at here.
We are just walking past the theatre, and it's the only one in the world that is carved into the mountain and the rocks, and it's a Nabatean theatre, and it's supposed to hold about 4,000 people, and it also means that we're not far from the Treasury now. The canyon is now starting to tighten around us, which means we are getting very close. We have made it to the Treasury. It is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's been an incredible hike to get here, and we're going to show you what it looks like.
So we've just been taking some photos, and it's definitely one of the most detailed tombs. I think you can see like there's very intricate details on it, and it's very beautiful. It's very nice as well because it's within the shade, so we're getting a nice breeze. But yeah, it's definitely the highlight is coming to this monastery. I mean, to the Treasury.
We are now making our way into the canyon and leaving Petra. It's been an incredible journey. We've really enjoyed the hike. The Treasury is absolutely beautiful. We're sad to leave, but we've got more of this adventure still to go. So after 2 hours of driving from Petra, we have made it to Wadi Rum, and we have just checked into the Al Sultana campsite, I guess you called it, or luxury camp, and we've just been taken to our room, and we have one of the Martian domes, which is so cool. But we've got to get ready quick because we're heading out on a sunset drive, and then we'll come back and check out the camp. This camp is a bit of a desert oasis because right behind us we've even got a swimming pool, epic views of all the mountains around us, and we can't wait to get back from our sunset cruise because we're going to really enjoy this place. Just stopped at our first stop on our sunset desert tour in Wadi Rum, and we've come to an amazing viewpoint, and it's where they filmed The Martian, the movie, and yeah, you can see for miles and everywhere. It's just like picture perfect. So we've just been taking some pictures, and yeah, it's crazy to imagine that they came here to film the movie, and they must have been like, yeah, it must have been very hot. I wonder if they did in winter. This is just me thinking out loud. We've just stopped off to look at some inscriptions, and they're really cool. You can see the camels, and also some people with like really long looking like spear weapons, which means that they probably were hunting. And yeah, the actual detail of them is really cool. And there's one with like a really long neck. There's some there as well.
Oh yeah, and there's some ostriches over here as well, and some more camels. Oh, Jonny.
One moment.
Sorry, I'll tip mine off.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Run, Jonny, run.
Jonny,
running in Wadi Rum.
Yeah.
Getting his tap.
In the movie.
Shukran.
Shukran.
I thought that was going to happen at some point.
It's gonna fly again, by the way.
Yeah, take it off.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
So we've just come to another stop and we've just been walking up one of these like sand dunes, and the colour of the sand here is like incredibly beautiful, like reddy orange, and the sun is just starting to set now. There's like beautiful silhouettes of all the rocks, kind of like layers stacked into the horizon, and it's a little bit hazy now on the glow of the sunset. A minute ago it was like super golden, and now it's like gone really nice and soft. But yeah, we're just going to watch the sunset here for a bit, and then I think we're heading back to where we're staying.
We are almost at the end of our time here in Jordan, and what an incredible place to come to end our trip. It's so magical here. It's better than I ever imagined. It's blown our expectations, just the rocks coming out of the ground, the mountains, the beautiful colour of the sand, and you can see why it's called the Desert of the Mountains, and this is where Lawrence of Arabia spent a lot of time as well, and it's just a really cool place to be.
So this evening for dinner we're having a traditional Bedouin dish, and we've just been watching them getting it out of the ground. It's been cooking for hours and hours under there, and they had sand on top, so they're digging the sand, and then they took basically the whole like it was in like this big kind of like metal container with lots and lots of food. There's like potatoes, chicken, and like a huge pot of rice. So we're all just gonna go in now and feast. So this is the food, and we've got some chicken, some lamb, and some rice. Sorry about giggles. Hopefully we can finish it. There's a lot of food, but it smells amazing.
Dinner was absolutely delicious. We're completely stuffed now and very exhausted, so we're going to head to bed and enjoy this amazing room. Don't forget to check out tomorrow's episode where we show you all of the facilities at the camp and this room as well, and we'll see you guys in the morning.